Right. I mean, like me and Brittany are hosting a trivia night. Everybody come next Thursday. I'm kidding.
Yes. You're going to walk out feeling stupid and low, and that's exactly what you need after trivia night. So yay. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So it's 8:05 p.m. A million points to everyone who's on time for the show. Yeah. Yeah. I promise you can cash those points in later on for a Bitcoin and free condoms. I promise. That's not a lie. I want you all rich and safe. Okay. Welcome to Improvised Tarot. So we have some returning faces. We have some new faces. I am Brittany Brave. I created this show because I am a comedian and I love me tarot. And I love tarot because Catholicism failed me. So, you know, it was between talking to an invisible man in the sky or asking a deck of cards what's going to happen with my entire life. And I said, this is the move for sure. Like 100%. This is the move. Cool. So for those who are joining us, we have a panel of some of New York City's funniest comedians. They are incredibly funny. They're guaranteed to make you laugh. They're not necessarily guaranteed to see into your future correctly, but that's all part of the fun. And because I have spent the majority of my 20s in shitty relationships, I've gotten very familiar with tarot as I take to the cards to ask why he's not texting me back and what he meant by he likes Rebecca more. Now we're all gone very, 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 Rebecca being his wife. No, I'm kidding. Cool. So I will be hosting and I will be doing the readings tonight, but it is an interactive show. So we need you guys to take part. We encourage you to share whatever you're comfortable sharing. The more specific it gets, the better. We are comedians. We are stuck at home. We are non-essential. We love the tea. Please give us the tea. Tell us what's going on in your life. Share your problems. And nothing is off the table, right? Love life, career, money, whether or not you have an STD. Let's crack open the cards. Figure it out. Okay, let's just get right into it. We can't maybe go to a clinic. It's not safe. We can ask the cards what's going on, if it's chlamydia or not, and we'll keep you posted. By the way, if you think it's chlamydia, I'm here to tell you it probably is. So that's just, I'm not a doctor, but like just keep that one in mind. Yeah. Okay. So before I talk about more of my STD history, I'm kidding. Let's get this show started. Okay, so we're gonna toss it over to the audience. We're gonna toss it over to you guys. Who's got a problem? Who's got a burning question? Who's got a burning urethra? Bring it to us. Let's do it. Let's get to the bottom of it. Come on.
Have fun.
Anybody?
Grace.
Yeah.
Hi, hello. Welcome. What's your name?
I had said Grace because I saw her raise.
I was raising my hand.
Oh, Grace.
Oh, Grace was raising her hand.
Hi,
Yeah.
Grace.
Hi. So
How are you?
fine. I've been dating someone for 2 months. She's kind of like my pandemic pal. So I guess my question is she only a pandemic pal or is she a post-pandemic pal?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So we want to see if this quarantine bae, this pandemic pal, has IRL potential, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm assuming you met on an app. Which app?
Hinge.
Hinge. Oh God, just deleted that this week and my spirit feels better. Okay, but good for you. Okay, I'm not gonna taint the cards with my energy. It's there, I'm sure there's plenty of success stories. Okay, so how often do you guys talk? Let's get to that a little bit.
Every day.
Every day. Have you FaceTime?
We've broken quarantine. Yeah, we FaceTime every day.
Oh, okay. So you've broken quarantine to hang out with each other in an adult way. Can I ask that? Can I pry? I'll take your silence as a yes. I'll just leave that one alone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to know if this is like a quarantine convenience or if this has some future potential. Okay. Amazing. All right, so we are going to welcome your first comedian of the night. He's a very good friend of mine. He's a returning improvised tarot performer. Please give it up for Gus Constantelis.
Hi.
How are you, Gus?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's rainy here in Miami, so I'm cranky. But other than that,
Oh, it's raining here today, but we are celebrating because it's raining today. We are celebrating the release of Lady Gaga's new single, Rain on Me, featuring Ariana Grande. Just so you know, yeah, she collaborated with Mother Nature to release a song. Okay, who knew? I'm obsessed.
It's raining in 2 major metropolitan cities. That sounds like a really good marketing ploy. That's all I'm saying.
That sounds like cross promotion to me, Brittany. Okay.
I agree. I co-sign on that theory. Okay, so Grace wants to know about this quarantine base. So maybe we'll pull 2 cards, right?
First of all, I just want to point out how brave Grace was for just being like, we broke quarantine, we fucked, what? Get on my level. Like, she did not care. Love that.
I love that
It was awesome.
Come on, everybody's thirsty right now.
We understood.
Understand. And also conversely, it's like a very nice excuse if you're not interested in someone. You can just suddenly be like, I can't. I just can't. I can't. Yeah, it's a good gauge.
I ran out of Lysol wipes.
I don't think my mask is durable enough. I can't. Okay, so let's see. We'll ask the cards about future potential for Grace's lover. Is there a future here? And what do we see? Okay, Gus. Okay, we have the sun.
Oh, hold on. I gotta put you on speaker view. Oh, it's the sun. Okay.
It's the sun.
So
yeah.
I think that this is a really good sign that you will be heading towards the sun with this person
Yes.
by literally riding them. I mean, it looks like you're riding a horse, and so I imagine that you would be riding them into the sunset, which is beautiful and romantic, and I kind of love that for you. Or it could be that you are finding happiness but by yourself.
Oh, okay.
Which is even, I don't know if you want that, but I'm just going to go with the first answer because the thought of you riding someone into the sunset is good.
I don't want that. I don't want to be alone. So yes.
Okay. I was gonna
amazing.
Say, I was gonna say you don't want to ride someone in front of the sunset. I would be like, that's like people who are like, I don't like chocolate or breathing. I would be
I'm just saying, Grace, the sun is here and it's shining bright, and you are in a good place.
Yes.
So
yes.
go get
naked.
that quarantine.
I'm riding a horse naked.
Naked. It also looks like you bought like a big curtain from Michael's, like a crap. You just look like well adorned. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Gus, I was definitely thinking that not only is this romance going to continue post quarantine, but that like they'll be taking a sunny romantic vacation together somewhere where it would be easy for them to ride each other into a romantic sunset.
Greece.
That's great. Grace. That's a good.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia, here we go again.
Yes. Okay, so let's see what the heart of this connection is, right? Like, is it mostly sexual? Is it mostly romantic? Like, what is it? Like, let's just like explore. Oh, you know what? We had a card jump out, and you know what that means? That means it's a sign that I'm clumsy, but we're gonna use it. Okay. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles.
Oh, okay. So I think that this means plentiful. And so that would mean that this would be a good, because you see all those balls. Like, I don't know what you would be doing with all those balls, but you have them and it makes you rich.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I get very fuck bitches get money vibes from the 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see this relationship not only fruitful and sunlit, but also you will get rich from it. Is she rich? Is she just like rich?
Is she rich? What does she do?
She's into like social justice and permaculture and like that.
Okay.
Okay, so she's not rich. Okay.
For the good of the world. She's fighting for the good of the world.
So she's
well, that's even better. Then that means that you have plenty of happiness. Those are the balls. All the good things that you two will do together as people.
Yeah, she's rich in character, right? So
boom.
Right. Yeah. Like I don't like people who are rich in character. I like rich people, but she's rich in character. Like she's got a 401k of integrity. Like that's what it is.
Oh my God, shut up.
Okay.
I love that.
I know. It's like it's a good, I'm putting it in my dating profile. Okay, that I
Guys, Grace is living her best life. Give it up for Grace.
Grace, yes. So first things first. Okay, Grace, I'll come in with a little bit of actual tarot expertise here. First things first, both of these cards are very positive. So good call on breaking quarantine. It looks like it worked out for you in many ways. I think it was a good decision and I think it was a risk well taken. So good for you. So when we asked about this connection, we got the Sun card. The Sun card is incredible. There's actually no bad way to pull this card, even if you pull it reversed. Oftentimes reversed means like the opposite or stagnation in tarot, but the Sun upside down or reversed is like all good. It means eternal happiness. It means new connections. It means prosperity. It means romance. It means riding someone into the motherfucking sunset. That's what it means, Frank. And you are going to be doing that. I also feel it's such a good card. You might win an all expenses paid cruise to a sandals resort or whatever. Like that's
not a cruise, not a cruise, not a cruise.
Wherever you want to go. Like this card.
I really get the vibe that Grace would not be into a cruise.
I do. or and whatever your definition of bliss is, the Sun card is telling you that it's on its way. Okay, so. What this also means to me is that Grace has done the work in therapy that I haven't, and that's why she's welcoming these bright kind of connections. So Grace, I say yes to your quarantine pal. I think this is going to have a bright future. And then to further support that, we asked about the specific person and connection. We got 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles means money and security and domesticity and all of that. She's rich. She's literally surrounded by all of her pentacles. She's got a nice pet bird. She's wearing something very matronly, but it looks expensive. She probably got it at an Ann Taylor loft or what, I don't know, but no, 9 of Pentacles does mean whoever this person is very stable and secure, and it is like a green light for them as a viable partner. Yeah. Also, it means that like you guys could grow together as well. The 9 of Pentacles is also a card of fertility. That can mean literal fertility, adoption. That can mean growth in terms of your romance. But all in all, both cards point to yes for this. So
Awesome.
Brittany moved so fast. Brittany was like, okay, now you're having kids. Welcome.
I'm like, I see the future and it's got babies in it, bitch. Let's go.
No kids. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Gus.
Grace doesn't want kids because then she can't just ride people in the sunset like willy-nilly. She's gonna have responsibilities. She's like, no.
It's true.
But in all seriousness, Gus was obviously completely correct, and the cards do say positive things about this connection. So you'll have to stay tuned and keep us posted.
I will. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Okay. Well, love life quarantine dating is working out for one person here. Give it up for Grace. Okay.
Yeah.
Give it up for Gus, who was very, very right. We love it. Okay. Who's next? Who's got a problem? Who's got a question? Do we have some in the chat? Let me see.
I'm gonna start calling on people.
I'm gonna start calling on people. Oh, we have a follow-up question from previous week. We're gonna check in Dan and Louise. Give it up for Dan and Louise, everybody. Give it up for Dan and Louise. They are regulars here at Improvised Tarot. And for those who are just tuning into us tonight, we have been closely following some juicy roommate drama that they are going through. Someone is overstaying their welcome, and Dan wants to know when that's going to end and what the future holds for his living situation. So, you know what? The question says, what's up with Dan's roomie? Stan, you want to take this one? Let's do it.
Listen, I know Dan well. I remember Dan. I think
You were my first comedian.
Yeah, right. I think I might have propositioned you. I'm not sure. I don't
Which I'm still holding on to that.
Hey, offers on the table.
Okay, so this is a very fertile chat here. Lots of connections are being made. I love it. Okay. Okay, so we're not going to even check in with you guys and ask for actual details from in real life. We're just going to go ahead and ask the cards. Stan, I know you haven't been following, so let's just see what you pick up on. What's going on with Dan's roommate. Okay. Okay, upside down page of wands, but I'll put it right side up so you can see it.
Right.
But we did pull it upside down.
So okay, what that tells me, the page of wands, this guy looks like he's here to stay. He's anywhere. Cause like, look, he's got his weird wardrobe. He's digging in. He's got that weird stick thing. I think he's setting up furniture. So he wants to stay. Whether he will or not is a different story. I think he definitely wants to stay, and he's testing your limits. He's like, you know what? I'm trying to see how far Dan is willing to let me go.
I agree. He's dressed like a complete fool. Just absolutely. I mean, these rain boots are terrible. They're very warm. That sounds like someone getting too comfortable in a situation.
Right.
Like
He looks like
guard down.
He comes home like, I don't know, you're not in New York, but that looks like he went to House of Yes, and then in the morning, and like he's just like he's chill. He's like, you know what? Dan doesn't care that I'm coming in. I'm loud. Look at my outfit. I'm just do and say whatever I please. So that's what he's doing. I think he wants to stay for sure. He definitely, but we got to see how we can get you out of this, Dan.
Yes. Okay, so I think, Dan, if my memory serves me correctly, I think we pulled a page of wands for you last week when we asked about your
shit.
But the right way up.
But the right way up. Okay, so to jump in with a little bit of tarot knowledge and just to support, first off, they say you can't judge a book by its cover, but Stan is living proof that you can judge them by the tarot cards.
Sure.
That's there.
Sure. Absolutely.
So, and he's completely correct. This man is a fool. So when the page of wands is right side up, wands are action, pages are beginning of a new cycle, pages also represent communication. So at least last week, it seems like as if the ball was rolling in terms of like the living situation changing, and that when the roommate said he was looking for a job, we could trust that. But when we pull it upside down, something tells me setback, and something also tells me conflict, especially since it's a wand. Am I right?
Oh, I mean, nothing's happened yet, but I mean, I've seen no tip tapping on that laptop. I've seen nothing.
Okay, so we could be seeing more productivity, and we're not.
Okay, all right,
Okay, so I would say that we pulled it upside down, which means we had an off week maybe in that job hunt and in that apartment hunt. That's what I would say.
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and also too, if this person that you're living with does own rain boots like this, like just when he's asleep, burn them. That's just general advice. It's just he shouldn't be leaving the house looking like that. So just
not even at House of Yes.
Not even at House of Yes. Yeah. House of Yes is a place in New York, for those who don't live in Brooklyn or New York, that you could be completely sober, and the second you step into House of Yes, you're like, am I on shrooms? Like you immediately feel like.
So there's two places you go after House of Yes. You either go to a diner for pancakes or
jail.
Rehab or jail.
Or jail. Yeah, that's usually how it works out. Yeah. So when New York opens back up, for sure, let's all meet and have improvised tarot there. Let's have a tarot. Everybody would be naked with just tarot cards covering their genitals.
Brittany? How about this? House of Yes and did I do an improv thing?
Dan, I respect it, but you just lost 200 points.
You got it. Okay.
Okay, Dan. Well, keep us posted. But definitely reverse. Page of Wands it's not a forward-looking card. If it was right side up, it would be. So I think last week was a better status update for your situation. Okay. So let's see. I think we got a question in the chat. Ty, are you there? Ty from Portland?
Yes. Hi, I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Welcome to Improvised Tarot. Ooh.
Thank you.
Yes, where the comedians read the cards and have no answers. Okay. Unofficial tagline. Cool. Okay, so tell us, so it says, where was your question? I just lost it. Okay, so you want to know if this guy you like is a good prospect for a romantic relationship. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about how you met. Also, tell us if you broke quarantine for him. That's now we need to know. Give us the lowdown.
Okay, yes. I met him on Tinder and we went for a breaking quarantine walking date in a beautiful cemetery. And we walked and talked for like 2 hours until I got hungry and had to leave.
Okay. But you had your first date in a cemetery?
Yes.
Okay, y'all kinky. Okay. That's okay. Y'all really did it. And did you walk in this cemetery at night or did you walk during the day?
No, it was during the day.
During the day. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay. And how long has this been going on? How long have you been talking to this
Just
person?
like a couple of weeks, but our communication is kind of spotty, so I don't know. I get attached to people in like a monogamous way where I can't go on dates with other people if I think someone in particular is really wonderful. So I just need to know, like, do I leave my cards in with him or do I like go with someone else?
Or yeah, okay, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, as a woman who feels the same way, we gotta correct that impulse, Ty. I'm working on it too. I'm the same way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get tunnel vision too early, and no amount of Zoloft in the world is gonna fix that. But it's okay. Okay, I feel you. Okay, so we want to see what this guy's deal is and what the nature of the connection is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we see potential. All right. Cool. Well, let's welcome our comedic clairvoyant for the night, Foster Rhodes. Where are you at?
Okay, there we go. Hello,
Yes.
everybody. Hello. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. A lot of white walls, white rooms. Kind of reminds me of an insane asylum, but it's okay. Got some people in the tropics. I'm loving this blue you got going on here with the blue flower in your hair. I see you. I see you out there. Yes.
I know as every week progresses, I want this show to just devolve into an actual intervention. Like that's just
like I get to see somebody clinging to the walls by the end of it. It's like,
yeah. Okay, so Foster, let's pull like 2 cards, yeah? So let's first see what the future holds and if this potential that Ty is feeling with this guy who took her to a cemetery for the first day.
That's a question.
I chose the cemetery.
Okay, bold move. It's like I gotta just pull out all the stops right from the beginning. I like that style. I like it.
That's a really good litmus test for you to be like, do you want to come hang out with me around a bunch of dead people? And if he says yes, then like you might have him. You might have him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, good. No, I would think the same. Okay, so we pulled a card. Let's see. Okay, 6 of Cups. There was a controversy over this card a couple weeks ago because we pulled it quite a bit, but it's back, baby. Okay, Foster, 6 of Cups.
Oh man, 6 of Cups. Man, you are juggling some cups here, girl. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing this. There's just one person in a field surrounded by some cups. You've got options. I mean, I feel like this is me. It's just like, don't close your out. Don't put all of your cups in one place. Like he's just one cup out of the 6 cups. So don't put him on that pedestal, like we have one cup above all of the other cups. I feel like, you maybe try some things out with this guy, but I feel like he's not your only cup that you could be pouring your water into,
Whoa.
Like there's a lot of you there.
Euphemism.
And just be pouring all that into one cup. It's just like, no, let that cup overflow.
I also can't help but think that the characters on this card are hanging out in a cemetery a little bit. It looks like.
It really does look like almost a graveyard of cups.
Yeah, a graveyard of cups, and they're doing some sort of ceremonial homage to some dead person. So this might be a direct reflection of you guys on your first date. And from what I can tell, it's going well, but I agree with Foster. I mean, you've got a lot of cups, you got a lot of flowers. So what's that saying? The grass is always greener in the cemetery or whatever. You guys heard that one. Like it's, keep your options open. Yeah. Okay, so let's pull one more to see if this guy is a good guy. Let's see if his character is what Ty needs, or if she's really just maybe gotta like run for the hills, block him, and like there's red flags. Let's be clear, there probably are red flags, but are they red flags we want to deal with? You know? Yeah.
I mean, I have my own red flags, so it's just a matter if the flags are compatible.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, bumping flags, that gets messy. Yeah. That gets
a lot of sewing, the needlework.
It's a lot of blood. It's a lot of bloodshed. Okay, we pulled the 8 of Pentacles. Foster, what are we feeling?
8 of Pentacles, man. I don't think that's a lot of pentacles. Like I feel like he's probably already collecting some shit. Like I feel like he's got a lot of baggage. Like whatever baggage you think that you have, like he's got those pentacles stacked up. But I mean, that could also be like a lot of money. Maybe he has a lot of money, but then also he has a lot of problems to go along with all those assets that he's bringing to the table.
Because as the greats say,
good
more
stuff.
money, more problems. And
Exactly.
I've heard that on every mixtape in the
You
world.
know?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a bitter fruit. I mean, I'd proceed, but cautiously, because man, that's too many pentacles to be trusted.
That's true. And sometimes men with the most money have the tiniest penis. So you just have to be
They
careful.
don't fuck well. They really don't.
They don't. They rely on that cash money and it's not getting them anywhere. So I pulled one more card, and just Foster, what do you think of the Hermit? Let's give her a little bit more advice on this romantic connection.
Ooh, man, that's a personal favorite of my own, and I feel like that's a place that we're all at. But it's very crowded and gray. So I feel like you need to be wary of your hermiting. It's good for you and it's good to hermit yourself in, but it is very nice that you're kind of going outside of that place and getting outside of your hermit place. But I mean, it's always about that balance, you know, just keep your lantern on. Like even when you hermit in, you got to keep your lantern on. You keep that light in you. Like I feel like you're already glowing. Like I see your glow. I sense it. I feel it. My feely senses, my fostery, kinetic, spiritual eye is getting that. So just keep that light shining.
Okay.
Hermit it in if you need to like hold him off to the side, hermit yourself in, but keep that light open. Like keep those doors, keep on swiping.
Keep your legs open, keep your light open. That's what I say. That's what I say.
There it is.
Incredible, Foster. Thank you again for your hype talk. And yeah, you know, obviously all the panels of comedians are always entirely correct. That's how they live life. That's how we all live life as comedians. We just go around thinking we're right about all of our observations. But I will provide a little bit of tarot insight, Ty. Okay. Cool. So 6 of Cups.
All right, sweet. See you in a little bit.
Playfulness, right? There's a sense of community. It usually connects to your childhood. It also means the harvesting of a new emotional connection. So I think that this card is just kind of reflecting what it is that you've started and gotten underway. The 8 of Pentacles, it's gonna take work for sure. 8 of Pentacles isn't a negative card, but it's putting in the work. So I would definitely say when it comes up in a reading like this and you guys have been on one date and it's early in the game, it's probably suggesting that it just is going to take a little bit more getting to know this person. So maybe it's not so much as doing a blind tunnel vision and seeing what you want to see. It's actually about hammering away at learning who they really are and if they're worth your time. Yeah, because actually the card before this is the 7 of Pentacles, which has the person looking at the investment of their actual money and resources and time and wondering if it's worth it. So an 8 of Pentacles is you've got a little ways to go until you're going to see what this connection is. Whether or not you're willing to do that, you know, I mean, when I've been on good dates, I haven't left good dates for food or for anything or for another person or anything. So I don't know, maybe that's just my perspective. Maybe, you know, maybe you weren't enjoying yourself as much as you want, but the 8 of Pentacles does mean that you're going to have to put in a little bit of work. And the Hermit. So yeah, literally Foster's correct. This card comes up a lot in readings now. The Hermit is self-reflection, working on thyself, solitude, introspection. So maybe it's going to come down, whenever this appears in a reading, it means kind of looking a little more inward at yourself and really what it is you want. And then I think you'll be able to see this connection a little bit more clearly. I will say it's not a no. by any means. In fact, like the Six of Cups is a fun card. It's a light card, you know, it's cups are emotional energy, and you know, it's farther along in the cycle of the minor arcana. So I don't see a glaring reason to leave, but I also don't see it being the easiest connection. I think you're going to have to wait for it to unfold a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you so much.
So I have a better chance than Ty, right? Like,
Yes, exactly. Yes. right.
just want to make sure.
Just want to make sure. Yes. Yeah. So it's just, it's not a no. I just think it's very early. So you just have to kind of like put the work in, and then you'll see it for what it is. Cool. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Foster. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing your love life.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all for being here, for joining us. I know a couple people just came in. This is Improvised Tarot. We're comedians. Bullshit tarot readings for complete strangers over the internet. What could go wrong? Nothing, you know, nothing at all. Cool. Okay. Who's got a question? Let's move it right along. Next reading, next round, next question.
There's one in the chat.
One in the chat. Ooh, I always forget to check the chat. I feel like a mom who doesn't check her text messages. Okay. Thanks for, okay. Where is it? Oh man, I lost a lot. Okay, Kate. Is it from Kate? That's the most recent chat. Hi, Kate.
Hi. I think I'm not mute. Yes. Yes. Hi.
Hi. Can we see you? Where are you? Let me see. There she is. Hi, Kate. How are you?
Hi. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Oh my God, you're in a bright orange. Look at your spirits. I'm cheered up just looking at you, Kate. I love it. Okay. Okay, so Kate wants to know, does she decide to stay with the job in the current town for another year? And what does the future hold? Okay, big question. All right. What's your current job? What's your current town? Tell us about it.
I started working as a speech and language therapist, and I moved to the small town in Maine, which is beautiful, but also, you know, it's a small town.
Yeah.
So I decided to stay another year and spend a lot of time today looking for apartments and potentially roommates. And I don't know, I was thinking about the upcoming year.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like as if it's going well enough, but you're definitely not attached to it. It's not going so well to where you're like, this small town in Maine, ride or die, baby. I'm doing it. Okay. So how is the job going? Do you like the job?
Well, it's my first year, so it's, you know, learning on the job.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. I can tell you that in the second year, it all goes downhill. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Just me, just personal experience. That's it. Okay. So you want to know, yeah, like, should you stay put and it's going to just only go up from here, or should you just like make a change? Yeah.
Well, I already decided to stay, but I'm sort of like,
oh, know. Gotcha. Okay. So you just want to see how it's going to go, if you're going to be happy. Yada yada. Okay.
So are there changes coming or something like that, I guess?
Okay. Okay. Cool. We love that. Big change during a year that's already been full of it. I love it. Okay. Let's welcome our next comic. Who did I have up next? Steve Cohen. Where are you? Beachy
Hey,
Steve
how's
Cohen.
it going? How are you?
He's on the beach right now filming season 2 of Love is Blind. Yes.
Yeah. I'm like an hour north of Brittany and Jupiter right now.
Yes, we should quarantine at a retirement home in South Florida together. We should go hang out.
I'm gonna see Natalie Perlin next week, so
nice.
feel free to come up with her. This is really, I just want to say this is really weird to be on the show with you. When I met you at the Gainesville Improv Festival 12 years ago, you walked up to me and you said, someday I'm gonna have an online show where I read people's tarot. This is 12 years ago, and now
and now here we are.
Here we are. It's crazy. You really are a psychic.
There's a reason why I read the cards, guys. So there's my endorsement. There's my celebrity endorsement from Steve Cohen, season 2 of Love is Blind, filmed in Jupiter, Florida. Okay. Okay, awesome, Steve. So let's unpack this for Kate. So staying with the job, wants to know how this is going to work out, what your life is going to look like in this next year, and if big changes ahead. Okay. So let's see that first. Let's see, what is life going to look like for Kate in the next year, given her current choices. She looks like a well-adjusted individual. She's wearing a bright orange blouse and she looks great in it. So that's just for you, Kate. Oh, okay. The star card.
Oh, damn it.
What do you think?
Sorry guys, I just got a notification from Clash of Clans. I got attacked. The 12 of Stars. This is a pretty intense card. There's obviously a naked lady, and she's pouring out all of the water she saved up for a long, long time, and she's not even doing a great job pouring it out. Some of it's getting into the land. It's gonna make a lot of mud. There's gonna be a lot of mud. You're putting in a lot of effort for this job, and some of it might not come out the way you want. But look above her. There's one really bright star. Is there something going on in Maine for you right now that's really keeping you there? Is there some reason you're actually sticking around other than the beautiful winter weather?
And this could be like a lover, or it could be like a really killer book club. Like it could be either or, you know?
Well, I do live on an island in the national park, so that's kind of cool.
Okay. So this is you on the island, I think, you know, I would say, yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that's going to be the big thing that it comes down to. Is the island in the national park cool enough for you? Is that big enough for you? That's what you're going to have to decide from this card. You know, is that good enough to deal with all that mud?
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, I do echo the whole hard work thing. I mean, first things first, this woman on the card is doing a lunge. She's not doing it correctly by fitness standards, and it looks like it's putting a lot of strain on her lower back. So to work, and is it worth it? Yeah, I could see.
Bad for her knees too.
Yeah, that too. And she lost her kettlebell, so she's using jugs of water. So it's a lot. You know, she's put under a lot of physical stress. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's pull one more. Let's ask the cards directly if Kate should make any big change, or if staying put is really the move here. Yeah. Okay. The 9 of Swords.
Oh man. Kate, are you experiencing nightmares?
No, not yet.
Get ready for them. They're coming. The next 9 months, just really bad nightmares. Remember the last card? You're going to be showing up in school naked. I don't want to be too specific. I can't see the card anymore, so I can't see what's going on the card.
Oh, here you go. Nine of
cool. All right. Also, I'm noticing that you're balancing things on top of each other really intensely. You know, maybe don't put so much, work on yourself. It seems like there's a lot hanging on these swords, and if they fall down, they could really cut you. So, maybe ask for some fucking help, Kate. You're not a one-woman show. You've got friends.
Yeah, lean on your community in Maine. Yeah, and also if you have a sword collection, don't put it above your bed, Kate. That's not a good move. That's like tricky. Yeah.
That's an old Italian saying, right, Brittany? Don't hang your swords on.
Don't put the swords on top of your bed. That's it. I could do that. I'm Italian. That's my agree.
I could do it, but in a Jewisher accent.
Yeah.
But I won't.
It's okay. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull one more card and then see if
it's a lot of pressure.
Queen of Wands. Okay.
Oh shit. Oh wow.
Oh shit. Oh wow is right.
Okay, so you've got a full year, and I told you it was going to be 9 tough months. But you've got a big future here. I don't know. Pull it back a little bit for me.
Yeah.
This was the bottom of the dude, it's all going to be great. After 9 months, you're going to realize you need a little companionship. You're going to buy a cat. You can't do it right away though. You need to work through these 9 months of deep nightmares. You're not allowed. You'll scare the cat. Is basically what I'm getting at. You'll scare the shit.
Months of nightmares. You're gonna buy yourself a black cat for good luck, of course. Yeah.
You're gonna buy yourself a black cat. Also, you're gonna start dressing like the rest of the people in Maine, like in this picture. That's how everybody dresses in Maine. You're gonna finally start to fit in. You're gonna feel, more like a normie. Which is what Mainites call each other, normies.
Yeah, people fit in. They're normies.
Totally.
Yeah.
Also invest in sunflower seeds. I think it's a big, good purchase idea for you. But I think this year in the end is going to be a good move. It's going to be really challenging for you for a while, but then you're going to find your stride. And you'll be happy. Get a cat.
Amazing. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for the laughs and for your expertise. Thank you.
Thank you, Brittany.
And I appreciate that you're wearing what I would imagine is a protective Corona bandana.
I just want to say, I was hoping you were going to pick me for the last person because I'm wearing a Portland shirt.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I was very happy to get Kate. Kate's wonderful, great orange jacket, but yeah, and a mask.
Kate, you should move to Portland, if only for this reading in this show, obviously. Okay, Kate, so let's take a look at this, because this spread is a little it's interesting for sure. And Steve, not that I doubt your clairvoyant capabilities, but surprisingly you were on the nose for at least a portion of it. Okay. So we pulled the star card, much like the sun card. Great card, right? Even if you pull it upside down, for the most part, it still means good things are coming to you. It also means wish fulfillment and ambition. So pulling it out the gate means whether you stay in Maine or whether you choose to leave, whether you stay with this job, or you choose to just completely switch industries, switch your job, get an injury. No, you'll be able, I'm just kidding. We hope you're well, Kate. You'll be able to manifest whatever it is that you want, wish fulfillment. So I think once you figure out what it is that you truly want, it's going to come to you. The star is pretty magical to pull. It's like star, sun, and world in the deck are you can make it happen cards. And they're also putting a spotlight on your creative talents and your natural talents and abilities. So I would ask you to look inward at your job and if you really feel like you're being used to your full potential. Or is there something else in your life? Like, are you a really good singer? Are you a really good painter? I don't know. Or any other kind of like hobby, because the star card usually calls for you to like follow that instinct. So yeah. Nine of Swords, not a fun card. Swords above the bed. That's just screaming for one of them to fall into your skull. Be careful, Kate. Don't put the swords above your bed. No. This card does represent anxiety. It's anxiety, it's self-doubt, it's grappling with an issue. I am remiss to say that if you stayed for the next year, I don't see this issue of wondering what's next disappearing for you. Yeah. It does feel like it's going to be something that causes you grief, or it's going to keep you up at night, or some part of this job is going to be stressful. I know you said you're in your first year, so maybe it's going to change as you progress and move up. But what's interesting about this is the star was paired with the Queen of Wands. So the star is like your star, see your potential, tap into your creative intuition, wish fulfillment. You can get whatever you set your mind to. Queen of Wands is a bad bitch. Queen of Wands is passionate. She can make anything happen. King of Wands and Queen of Wands in a deck calls for you to focus on what like really pumps your blood, gets you excited, makes you focus, makes you hyped. Because whenever you pull this, it basically means move forward, good luck, Godspeed, onward, upward, you're going to get it. So yeah, I would definitely, it honestly says to me that you have the potential to get everything that you want. I don't think this issue is going to go away for a while. But the entire spread, especially the star and the Queen of Wands, is begging for you to focus on what you really want. Like, and maybe it's not this job and maybe it's not this town. Maybe they're both good enough for now, but not for the future. Because those are cards that are like, come on, Kate, what really gets you going? What are you really passionate about? And go for it. Hope that helps. Yeah?
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Steve. Thank you all. Thanks all for tuning in to Improvised Tarot. We appreciate you being here. Believe it or not, this helps the comedians feel better about their problems. Okay. Which is why we're all here. It's why we secretly agree to do this show. Cool. Okay, so we have time for about one, maybe two more readings. Let me check the chat. See if we had any come in. Meredith, you there?
Yep.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. So I see in the chat you said that you also met a guy during this time and you want to know what's in the cards for your connection.
Right.
Okay. So many people are quarantine dating. Oh my God, I'm regretting playing it safe. Also, no one wants to date me. So that's more so what the issue is. So like, I saw like 3 quarantine engagements on Facebook and I was like, okay, you guys, I haven't gotten that bored yet. Also, nobody wants to marry me, but like that's another issue. All right, Meredith, tell us about this guy. How'd you meet? Give us a little bit of insight on the connection.
We met online.
Yeah.
And we speak pretty often, and we've met in person in a park in the city.
Cute.
I live in the city, and we've been on a few dates, virtual and
not so virtual, but socially.
Virtual.
Okay.
Mostly virtual.
Listen, I get it. Like social distancing, we can't really use that for code because I think sleeping with someone and social distancing are kind of the same if you think about it. But that's just one woman's theory. Anyways, okay, so what's the time frame for this again? So it seems like you've been on a couple dates.
Yeah, maybe like a month, maybe a little more.
Oh damn, you guys got a lot done in a month. Okay.
Yeah,
you did not meet on Tinder. What app did you meet on?
Bumble.
Bumble, nice. Okay. Okay, so you want to know what's so do you feel positively about this person? Like you think you want to see this through, or are you just trying to suss out who they are still?
I think we're sussing each other out, but we like each other.
Okay, we love that. Meredith, I don't know you before this show, but you have a glow, girl. So whatever you're doing, I might rejoin Bumble because you inspired me. Beautiful rosy cheeks. I love it. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, Meredith, so much. Okay, let's welcome your next comedian, very good friend of mine, hysterical lady, Antoinette Allman.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hanging in there. How are you?
Hanging in there. After Antoinette and I had a 3-hour quarantine therapy session yesterday, so we both asked that question very facetiously, very well knowing how the other one is doing. Yes. Okay. All right, Antoinette. So let's see. They're still sussing each other out. So let's see what kind of guy Meredith is dating. Let's ask the cards that. Like, do we get red flags? Do we get like,
well,
he's a good.
I think already we want a rich guy, but let's see what the cards say.
Let's see what
it's
the
not
cards
all about
say.
money.
But also, fingers crossed, everyone do a quick Kegel for pentacles. Let's hope we pull a pentacles card. That's what we want to see.
Hard time.
We don't have time for cups and feelings. We want money. Okay. That's it. Ooh, okay, I spoke too soon. 2 of Cups.
Oh shit. Well, Meredith, 2 of Cups, 2, it's more than 1. 1 is the loneliest number, and that's the opposite of this. So I think that's a good thing. I think there's the lion. The lion is flying for some reason. So I'm getting fantasy, magical. Maybe you guys role play. Yeah. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah.
Together. Maybe don't do a traditional sort of situation. I like their outfits too. They're well dressed together, these 2. I think you 2 might be well matched. I think you're going to drink from each other's cups. Maybe there's LSD in the cup. Maybe you're going to become a lion and fly away, much like this 2 of Cups.
Being able to drink from each other's cups comfortably and at that in public makes me think that the romance will exist post-corona during a time when it will be socially acceptable to do so. That's what I'm thinking.
And I think they have flower crowns or leaf crowns, which indicates that maybe they're hipsters, and hipsters go to concerts and Coachella. So maybe you guys will go out. You'll travel, you'll go do things together. Yeah. Maybe when quarantine is over, I'm sensing there's going to be a situation where you're going to have to get really fucked up and drunk and go out somewhere. And I say, don't challenge it. Go with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I also get flower crown. It feels like he's down to go to your girl activities too. Like if you've got a bachelorette party and everyone's rocking flower crowns, he's inviting himself, but he wants to be there. Like, and we love that about him. Yeah.
Only real men wear pink. Only real men wear flower crowns.
Snaps for that, sis. Snaps for that. Okay, let's pull one or two more cards. Let's see, Meredith, the potential for long-term love in this connection. Let's see. Oh, card jumped out. We're gonna get it. Oh, my room is not that big. Okay. 10 of Swords.
Ooh. 10 of Swords. Well, you know, I mean, there's a lot of swords in this person's body. So, heartbreak. Okay. Ugh. Well, what's a little love without a little heartbreak is what I have to say. You know.
Oh, love is pain. Love is pain.
Love is pain. And, you know, I think this is saying you need to open yourself up to get hurt again. Meredith, the time has come. You know, don't be afraid. I think
if this stresses you out, you know, acupuncture is always an option if this stresses you out, you know.
It is. Yeah, we like a holistic kind of medical situation. Cupping is good.
Yeah. Yeah. All correct. Now we pulled these are very conflicting cards. So Meredith, I'm gonna pull you one more just because there's a message being said here. And I want to see what Antoinette thinks. Let's just pull one more. Should we stay? Should we go? What are we thinking about this romantic connection? High Priestess.
Oh, Meredith, baby, you've hit the jackpot. First of all, it says BJ right there. I won't even make the joke. Okay. It says Priestess. High Priestess, you are going to ascend into a next level of reality, okay? Because you're going to be so happy because you're going to finally make a connection with someone. And guess what? It might not be him because you are what? That bitch, okay? And you just bring in men, you gravitate towards you. You are a high priestess. So actually, this is telling me, don't be afraid. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? BJ. Brittany, what do you think?
I think the same thing. I think anytime a blowjob euphemism appears in a reading, it already has that natural energy of just do it and go for it. So it's aggressive. It's aggressive. Yeah.
It is. It kind of, it's a little loud. It's kind of, you know, but you know, the cards don't lie. And it's one pillar's black and one is white. So there's going to be evenness. What's that called? Balance. Hello, words.
Yeah.
You're going to have balance.
Okay. Again, I think that this is all correct. Mostly, again, the blowjob. I mean, it's spelled out right there. For you. It looks like she is guarding her blowjob kingdom. She's running a business, ladies.
Thank you.
Well, Meredith, I can give you an actual tarot reading if you actually want to know what the cards say.
Okay, go.
Okay, so Two of Cups, we start very strong. Two of Cups is a new love. It's a new romantic connection. It's early in the minor arcana cycle for cups and emotions, but they're cheersing. They got a connection. I feel like it's you guys on your first few dates. You communicate a lot. It's promising. It is early on, so I will warn you for that, because the Two of Cups is a little bit more of a lighter, fluffy, flirting, we're excited about each other card. It's not necessarily a long-term partnership card, but it's like all signs point to good for right now. Interesting that took a very stark turn to the 10 of Swords, which does usually mean betrayal. What it also can mean is baggage, though, too. And I don't know you, I don't know him. He's probably the one with baggage. Let's be honest, it's always him. We fix it. They're just like, I'll just move right on and find someone else to deal with it. Don't I know it? It's baggage. It's it can also be like death by your own self-doubt as well too. So it can mean betrayal, but it can also mean like self-sabotaging a little bit too, self-sabotaging a connection, because it's very interesting to see it take this turn. I would heed for you, or I would advise you that it is an early connection, so anything like this is possible. But I'm getting the feeling that this card is coming up as like the two of you might bring each other's baggage to light, and or there might be some baggage holding one or both of you back. or self-sabotage. Because then we get the High Priestess. Very feminine card, very powerful card. You're gonna be fine no matter what with the High Priestess. It's like a guiding light. She is the giver of all blowjobs, queen blowjob, if you will. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So you just go give them to everyone and you'll get them. Okay, no. The High Priestess, I will have to say, this means good romantic connection, but it's early. This is typically betrayal, whether it's self-betrayal or betrayal by somebody else. High Priestess is telling you to trust your gut. So my overall piece of advice here is that if you see anything you're less than thrilled about,
get out of there.
Get out of there. Exactly. That's what I would say. The High Priestess is like, you got this, Meredith, you know. I also don't think it's your baggage, which I said earlier, because the High Priestess doesn't have baggage. She's worked through her shit. She's the all-knowing. So get to know him a little bit more. Open up the next date with like, when's the last time you disappointed someone, Chad? You know, just like hit him with it and just like see what he comes up with. You know, I don't know. So yeah, it could, I think you're going to be relying on yourself, Meredith. That's my overall verdict with that one.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, let's see. Do we have, okay, it's 9 o'clock. The questions are coming in. Okay. Luis. I'm just going in order, guys. I'm going in order. Luis.
I think actually Meredith came before me.
Meredith came before you. Okay, so we just answered Meredith's question. Oh. Yeah, so we're good. Luis, you were here last week. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? Hi.
I booked my ticket to Curacao based off of your reading. So
Luis wanted to know if she needs a vacation, and the card said, yes, honey. They told her to get out and treat herself. She pulled the justice card, which is like, it's the right thing to do. Get out of town. Like, yay. Okay. All right. So Luis wants to know that she met a guy. Okay. And wonder if he's just a quarantine distraction. All right. All right, so we're going to try and get everybody in for these readings without going too overboard with the show time. So let's see, Stan, you there?
I'm here.
All right, Stan. Luis met a guy. Is he a quarantine time passer or is he the real deal?
All right.
All right. She's also going on vacation soon. So I will tell you this, Luis, if he's not the real deal, you're going somewhere sunny and sexy. You'll be fine.
Yeah, word. You're going to Curacao? That's pretty dope, man. That's like,
yeah, my best friend lives there and like works on a resort. So I'm just gonna like hang out for 2 weeks.
Look at that.
I love that. Okay, I spilled a few cards, so let me just reshuffle. Luis, distraction, long-term potential. Let us see. Okay. Oh, Chariot. What do we think?
I mean, at first glance, I want to say that this guy's serious because, like, I mean, you don't put on that kind of armor and bring your boys out to carry you around if you're not serious. He's brought out the big guns. Have you guys hung out? Have you guys met? Like, what is this? How long have you guys been dating?
No. We haven't met in person yet.
Oh, you haven't met in person yet? How, you met online?
It's a Zooming with,
okay.
Interaction.
Okay. All right. So I'm looking at this. It tells me that he's bringing out the big guns. He's like, has he tried to be like extra funny or has he like, is he super sweet? Is he like, what is he doing?
Yeah, like he said that, like, do you want to adopt? Do you want to have kids? Like,
he brought, see, look at that. He brought
like,
he's like,
guns. He's like, if I have a wedding, there's gonna be 700 people there, and I'm like, all right.
Oh shit! All right, okay. I think he might be too serious. I think he might need to back up a little bit. You might be like, yo, homie, listen, I'm going to Curacao. I need you to take a break. Relax a little bit.
I know about kids. I have vacation booked, so we can start back on that when I come back, and that's it.
Is he trying to repopulate the world after coronavirus? Is that what his
that's a great question.
Like 700 people at his wedding, and he want kids? Like, that's a lot. But yeah, I see on the chariot, he's got his homies with him. They're carrying him. I think he's got a high opinion of himself, which isn't bad. Yeah. I think he's seems like a decent person based on the card. I know nothing about anything, but It seems like he's definitely he's serious. Whether you are as serious is a different question.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Stan isn't wrong. I mean, anytime you've seen a man who can afford to have pet lions, that's a good sign.
Right.
I date men who don't have headboards on their bed, and so this would be an upgrade for me.
Headboards are overrated, I think.
Headboards are overrated. I don't have a headboard, but I talk shit. I don't like when they don't. Listen, like I keep it real. Okay, so I'm not surprised actually that he was talking. So the chariot is the stability card. Like oftentimes if you pull it in a romantic reading, it does mean like settlement, stability, trying to also focus on it's tunnel vision, it's one direction. Quite literally the chariot means like if the chariot gets pulled in one way or another way by one of his fancy lions down here, it's going to tip over. So the card calls for balance, it calls for sustainability. That's interesting that he's like talking about kids and adoption and weddings right out the gate, because that's the energy of the chariot, right? So that when it's like balanced and it's forward moving and it's focused, it can lead you to a long, healthy relationship, but it can also get derailed very easily too, which is, I think, is your upcoming vacation where you're going to just meet somebody and knock this man right off the horse and put him on top of it. But that's just my gut feeling. Yeah, it's I think it would this card would probably call for you to reevaluate what level of commitment you're ready for. And what level of commitment he is, because I kind of foresee the chariot tipping over if this continues and you guys don't get on the same page now. The chariot is like stability. It is in the deck, and it's like I said, it's stability, but it's very contingent on being on the same page and keeping the chariot balanced and like both sides are seen. So again, if you're saying that he's already talking about kids and shit, and you were kind of like, whoa, maybe you guys are at different places. That's my gut reaction to that one. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have fun. Send us pictures. We want to see and live vicariously through you. We want to do it.
Yeah, right.
I love it. Okay. All right. We have a couple more questions. Okay, let's see. If I mispronounce this, I'm very sorry. Asia? Am I mispronouncing that? Are you there? Asia? Gorovitz? Is Asia here? They are not. Okay, we're going to move to the next question because we have a couple in the queue. Okay. We have SH. SH. I just lost my job. Hi, is that you? SH, hi, how are you?
Yeah, actually, you can call me Sue in short.
Oh, okay. Sue?
Yes.
Love it. Hi, nice to meet you. Okay, just lost your job. Very, very sorry. COVID is not a fun time. My field is pretty competitive and I'm wondering how soon I can find another job. Okay, what is your field? What field are you in?
I'm a business analyst. So I work in various verticals where mostly on insurance, whether healthcare or life insurance or property and casualty. So
okay.
On a business analyst side, so it's mostly IT related.
Okay.
But it's mostly techno-functional, but it's very competitive as in like there's like basically demand and supply. There's more supply than demand basically.
Gotcha.
And I'm living in a city, so the cost of living is very expensive and I really want to find something like hop onto something like real quick.
No, I feel you. No, and that's super stressful and I'm sorry. I get it. Yeah, we get it as comedians too. Everyone's a comedian in New York. We get it when we understand the more supply than demand. We get that a little bit. Yeah. You're like, literally, you just walk into your bodega and your bodega man is like, I've tried stand-up too. And you're like, fuck, you're just like, so we understand, but you have a way better chance of being stable than we do. So, okay, you're already doing better. Okay, so let's see what your post-quarantine job hunt's gonna look like. Yeah. All right, what comedians do I still have here? I know we had to have a couple hop off. Foster, you want to do this one?
Love to. Oh
there
my God.
She is.
Yes.
Okay.
You're riding my boat right now. I'm so excited for this. And I'm so sorry about the job, but I already feel it now that you're going to rise above it with the clouds floating behind you, with the air balloons. You're like already in the sky. You're like, you're flying high.
Foster's the best in every card. I could pull like the tower and she would be like, girl, you're going to be flying off the building. Girl, fly into your new
You gotta see that upside.
And I'm like, no, you won't. Be careful. No.
There is some ground beneath you.
No, there will be consequences. Okay. Let's see. Split the deck. Pull what I pull right in the middle. Oh, we got 2 of cups.
Oh, okay. All right. So I feel like this is going to be like a new love. I feel like maybe the next job that you're going to be finding is not going to be the exact same as what you've been doing. So maybe you need to start opening yourself up for that possibility that the shift might be a little bit different. Maybe you need to start pouring your cup into that other thing and find that new love that's going to be like lifting you up, and you're going to be back up there in the sky. It's going to be a little scary. It's going to be a little dangerous, but you got to do that tango. You got to do that 2-man tango with your career, and you need to start building that love and that romantic relationship with what you do in your day-to-day life.
Ooh, okay. A little bit of like love what you do, business pleasure connection here. Yeah. I saw this and I'm not going to lie. I immediately thought, try to find like a Zoom networking happy hour. That's what I found. I don't think that's accurate, but it might be fun. And at the very least, it'll take your mind off your job woes.
Cool. Just flip the bean a little bit and then you're good. You're good.
What's up? That's
distract your mind from what's going on.
Okay, I pulled one more card. It's upside down, but it is the Page of Swords. What are we thinking?
Page of Swords. All right. He's fancy. He's bold. He's not afraid to wear a dress and wield a sword. Like, look at that. The master of his little universe there. He's not even looking where he's swinging. So maybe you just need to start swinging in directions. Not even looking. Just blindfold yourself and just start batting away. Be bold.
You're in a competitive industry and someone's coming for your job.
Exactly.
Cut
you
them.
take them. Be like, no, not today.
Hey, no, take no prisoners. Okay, yeah. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna hire her. I guess you can't if I kill her. Okay, that's aggressive. But you know what?
Yeah,
if you really want the job, go for it. Okay, again, Foster is absolutely correct. Foster, I'm glad you got aggressive with that last one. It's refreshing. It's really refreshing. Okay, so let's see. So 2 of Cups. Yeah, so we pulled it earlier in the context of a love reading. This is not a love reading. I wouldn't disagree with Foster on the making sure you find something you love. I would maybe almost suggest like, is there like a variation within your given industry? Like, is there another subfield that you can kind of explore? Because this card, if it's not directly related to love, cups are also like flowing of ideas, creativity, brainstorming, passion, things that bring you joy. It's a very celebratory card. So I would almost, it almost makes me feel like as if once you stop focusing on the competition of your industry, things are going to look up for you. The job search is going to look up for you, because this card begs for like celebration, getting in touch with what makes you happy, creativity again. So maybe get a little bit creative, even if that means you stay in your industry, but you find another skill set that you can be applying. And then Page of Swords. Page of Swords is communication, virtual. It is tech related as well too. So it's, it's not veering a little bit too much from necessarily what your industry is, but it was pulled upside down, which begs me to think, get creative with where you would normally look for jobs. I don't necessarily know if you're going to find it online. I would maybe go old school and do word of mouth through your network. Because Page of Swords means communication. Swords is technology, mental thought, messages, referrals, things like that. But when it's pulled upside down, it means that like miscommunication might be on the horizon, or you might have to, I don't know, or I don't know how your job search has gone yet. Like maybe it means you're not being as vocal about what it is that you want. And when you start raising your hands and start getting loud about the jobs that you want, those kind of offers are going to come to you. So yeah, I think the overall message of the reading is to get creative. Yeah, I know you're in a super competitive industry, but if you're looking where other people aren't, or you're using your connections in a new and savvy way, I think you're going to beat the competition a bit. So hope that helps. Page of Swords upside down would be like, get on LinkedIn, and then Page of Swords right side up, page of swords upside down is like, I don't know, try Yelp, see if you can
Go
find
back
jobs.
to snail mail, you know, just start like putting little letters, maybe like with gloves in some people's mailbox.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Also too, like page of swords reverse is like maybe your LinkedIn needs a zhuzh. Maybe you want to upgrade to premium. And truly, it means like tapping into your networks and how you're communicating differently. Because whatever the current way is, it's not as effective for you. So
write a letter, put it in a bottle, throw it out into the ocean. You'll find stuff.
That's how every good movie ends. Exactly.
Exactly.
Amazing. Thank you, Foster. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't want to keep everybody too much longer. We are a weekly show here with the Tiny Cupboard every Saturday, 8 Eastern to 9 Eastern. If you guys have it monetarily, donations to the venue and the comedians are super appreciated. Anything you can give. If you can't, we totally get it. Follow the comics on Instagram or Twitter. You know, let's be friends. We'll be here. There's a rotating lineup every Saturday night. Okay, I want to make sure we'll do one more quick reading to close us out. I think we have time. We only have one question left, what I can tell in the chat. Ariel?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I feel so honored that I got the last question. Thank you for making the time.
We saved the best for last. No, I don't want anyone's feelings to be hurt. Everyone's the best. Everyone's the best. Everyone's the best.
I agree.
Thanks, now we really sound like an improv show where I'm like, everyone did great. Everyone was the best. Everyone did it. All right, let's see your question. You found out you have to move in a couple months. Shitty, I'm sorry. Do you move in with a friend? Do you try to do it solo and find a place on your own? Yeah. Okay, are you in New York?
No, I'm actually from New York though. I'm from Brooklyn. That's why I've loved all the bodega references, but I'm in Boston. I've been here for like 4 or 5 years now. I've moved a couple times already this month. And so I just moved into this place in February, found out like a week ago that I can't sign back onto the lease. So I got to move and I'm trying to figure out, do I like go close to my job so I don't have to like do all the transportation? Do I live with a friend? Like it's hard enough to live with friends, period, let alone during COVID. So what makes the most sense right now?
No, totally. I know. I feel like, yeah, and you know it from being from New York. You're either living with like a complete stranger who you're like, I don't know what disease they're carrying or if they're going to kill me. Or you live with a friend and you're like, I want to kill them and I hope they catch a disease. No, I'm kidding. And it's like, there's no in between. And so if you were in New York, I'd be like, I don't know, girl. Okay, let's see. Antoinette, are you still there? She may have hopped off. Okay, let's do Stan. Stan and Foster, you guys want to tag team this one?
Sure.
Yeah,
all right.
Sure.
All right. So what's going on with Ariel's living situation? Should we move closer to our job? Should we try to live solo? What are we getting?
And you moved from Brooklyn to where again?
Boston.
Ooh, there it is.
Okay.
That's right.
We got Temperance card. Temperance.
Ooh, those wings aren't very boding well.
Yeah, I'm just like fly
yeah.
the coop. That's what I'm getting out of this. Like Boston, it's gonna be winter soon, and like they said in Game of Thrones, winter is coming.
Right. I mean, anytime you can be on your own, I think that's the best. That's your best bet. And I think when you're on, if you can get closer to work, you want to make life easier for yourself. I think what this card is telling us is that you need, like Foster said, you need to fly.
Stay close to that flame, like hold your rod, stay secure in your shit. Make sure you got yourself together.
Also, what I'm seeing too is like is that an angel or something in the card? She's like mixing a cocktail because she's by herself, which is
she has a nice mini bar in her apartment.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Closer to work, you got a nice commute home. You come home, you make yourself an old fashioned. That's what I'm seeing there.
Yeah, you can live like an old man at a casino. Like you could just come home, make yourself an old fashioned, wear a robe, maybe.
Or not, just walk around naked, live in your kingdom.
Yeah. I personally, I like to Winnie the Pooh it. I wear a shirt but no bottom. So you could try that.
Brave move.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, great. Yeah. So, I mean, we definitely see a mini bar in your near future, Ariel. So that's good. Make sure it's stacked with nuts and fun party mixes. Okay. So, Temperance is a card about balance. It actually represents Sagittarius in the zodiac, because it notoriously means like the mixing of fire and water. So what I would say with this card is to kind of like, I don't know if I forget if you said you were necessarily living alone right now, but I wouldn't I don't think you're in the need for drastic change. That's what I would take from the Temperance card. Temperance also means like self-love, inner balance, inner workings as well. Being able to kind of like, deal with your emotions on the water side, but also appease to your passions on the fire side. The Temperance card really kind of begs for you to like keep the status quo. Things are working. So I think if you're trying to uproot your entire living situation, that might just kind of cause you unnecessary hassle. And yeah, to what the comedian said too, maybe better off by yourself as well. So it seems like you were pretty happy with what your living situation was in February. So I don't think there's a need to like drastically. She's like, no, you're not. Oh, I didn't see. Are you with roommates? Are you by yourself? What's your deal?
Yeah, I have 3 roommates. It hasn't really been like a roommate situation. It's been like a little bit like boarding house kind of life, like we're very
twice a day.
Tiptoeing into the kitchen, very aware of my space. So
yeah, you gotta get out, man. You can't win.
Yeah, I feel like that's what those wings are for. You gotta flap the wings, get out of there, man.
That's interesting because now that kind of recontextualizes Temperance. As like you keeping your cool since February a little bit, and balancing your passion and like what. Let me pull you one more card. Let me see.
I know all about roommates. I live with a roommate. I call her mom.
That sounds like fam.
Yeah, she's not the best. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, one more card. Oh, okay. Yeah, Knight of Swords. I think this usually means mental clarity. So I think you know what you want to do, and I think
I feel like ride that fucking thunder, man.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Knight of Swords. Nothing holds the Knight of Swords back. They don't need to ask for a second opinion. They don't need to come on Improvised Tarot and ask a bunch of comedians. You're pretty clear on how you feel.
You're already taking charge. Like that's what you're doing.
You just want the confirmation of what you're.
Yeah.
Which we get. We don't judge. We understand that completely. So given the situation, Temperance means you've been probably keeping your cool. And Knight of Swords means you're pretty clear about what it is you need in your living situation. So go for it. Yeah. And whatever it is now is not what you need. So yeah, live solo. Knight of Swords also means like mental astuteness, good mental health as well. So I think that like if you change your living situation, it's only going to be moving into a positive direction too. So yeah.
Thank you so much for all of those voices. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You guys may like pitch it as BS, but I feel like there's a lot of truth coming through.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I bathe in crystals every night so that I can be highly intuitive. And I've had upwards of 2,000 tarot readings, and I have about 30 books on them. So I know a thing or two. I know it when it's other people. When I read myself, I pull really bad cards, and I'm like, nah, come on, we're gonna pull another one. Like, nah.
Oh, you're not supposed to read yourself.
I know, but I do it for like a self-reflective. And then I just tell myself what I want to hear, and that's why it never happens. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Sorry we went a little over time, but
you're amazing.
Oh yeah,
it was good.
I'm gonna drop my Instagram in here. Let's be friends. And you guys can always feel free to like submit questions in advance to me through DM there too, and then we can get them on the show the next week. But we will be back next Saturday night at 8 p.m. Go have a cocktail. Go move away from your roommates. For a couple of you, go get away from your roommates. Go get on a dating app. Some of you go to a cemetery. Like, I don't know. Just go have fun, you guys. Go have fun. Saturday night.
Like you need to go on Bumble and then read yourself next week, though.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, done. I'll do it. I will read. I will Yeah, I'll read myself in my love life next week.
I know this has been very inspirational. Like within this
like,
chat, I just
seriously, like-
downloaded OkCupid, and I've like already swiped through, found like 5 guys I used to go to high school with. It's like, okay, dating in your hometown, not the best.
Ew.
I still have my geo settings to New York City because I can't date. I'm in Miami quarantining, and the boys here scare me. They're
like there's so much hotter.
They're a lot. Like they're all trying to be Pitbull, but they don't have the money to back it up. So it's like, nah.
I mean, but do they have hair? Like that's like a step up. No,
they have hair not where you want it, girl. Though you know, what I mean? It's not. I dated like many guys in gangs. I remember in high school, I like fell in love with the boy, and I told my mom like he was in a gang, but it's okay. He's like kind of out now, and my mom was like, no. He's not coming over. No. He loves me. He took me to Johnny Rockets. Thank you guys so much. So I'll see you next Saturday. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye. How do I get out of